Alright, so I'm in the fifth wheel here. So this is the hot water heater. And so there's a drain plug up in front, and then there's a manual release valve. Those both on the back side were leaking into. They have these grommets in the front that keep it from leaking into the trailer. It was all soaked all the way here and running all the way to the back of the trailer. You can see where it was running over here and down. So it had been leaking. See, even over here you can see some of the moisture still. It had been leaking there and from some of my inlets that go into the trailer. This is nice and warm, which is good. That's your hot water. So I went ahead and I took everything off, and I went through. I put the best of the best OD Teflon tape on each one of these connectors. Here. There's another one back here. That was one of my issues. I had to make sure that that was tight and all the ODs in here. With these RVs, these fifth wheels and stuff, you get a lot of movement, and a lot of this stuff is only hand tight. These guys just throw it together and they do their job. They get it together, hand tight it, and then after it moves and all that, it wiggles free. So you got to come through every so often and tighten it back up. So not only was that leaking, so I went through, I made sure, even on the front side, I made sure everything was clean and put some Teflon on it and everything. And these here, all my connectors to the tank itself. So I went through and did all that. And then I realized when the shower was running, it was dripping from up here. So I went ahead and I tightened that up, checked it, and it was still dripping. So what I did, there's not much room in here to get your hand in and twist this, but I was able to get in here and do a little bit of twisting. And so what I did was, when this kept leaking after I had tightened everything up, I went above and got some caulking and caulked around this seal here. So hopefully when they run the shower now, there won't be any dripping off of this pipe here onto the floor, running underneath the underbelly here. So, yep, just routine RV maintenance, guys. Got to keep up on it. Right after this as well, so there's GFIs down here. They're not these ones here, but there's GFIs ran off of outlets to, there's one right there. You can see it. That's a GFI. So when they get wet or have a short or anything like that, they kick off that GFI. We had a weak one up top where the shower was because of all this moisture and stuff like that. It did its job. It kicked off. But if they're not tested every so often like they're supposed to be, once it kicks off, it's pretty weak and it won't come back on. So I had to get a GFI from the store for 28 bucks or so and reinstall a GFI up there with the load, the line, and all that, and got that hooked back up. Now this is running just fine. Everything's hot. I can touch the tank and it's hot. Yeah, that's pretty warm. So everything's hooked back up. GFI is running up there. This is no longer draining here. So got her fixed. Looks like there's no more leakage. So taken care of. Job well done. Thank you, Odie. Oh, thank you, Odie. You make the best. But goddamn, Odie makes the best stuff. It's fast tape. It does a great job. Don't forget to use it when you're plumbing. But also thanks John. John helped me out with it all. This tank was so full of calcium buildup and stuff because it hadn't been maintained. It hadn't been maintenance. You're supposed to remove that drain plug every so often and try to wash it out so that all that calcium buildup and stuff like that, the lime, whatever you want to call it, gets out. And since that hadn't happened, it was like a third full. So it took a lot of cleaning to get that cleaned out. But now that it is, they should have more hot water and off to the races. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. The Do-It-All Dude. All right. Bye.